But everybody came in good shape. And then we had a couple of hiccups with Hochaver with his elbow. He's doing great. He had surgery, but he's doing great. Alcides Escobar, a little bit of a shoulder issue, a little bit of crankiness of the shoulder. He's doing great. Everyone wanted to know about Omar Infante. His elbow's fine. He's doing really well. So for the most part, outside of maybe just a couple of little hiccups, which are common, everybody's doing well. I think a lot of it has to do with what they do in the off season and getting themselves ready to go before they even get to spring training. So that's a lot of the postseason assessments that myself and Nick Kenny did with the players, organizing their workout regimens during the off season so that they come into spring training pretty much kind of getting a jump start. A lot of the guys actually came down. Most of our position players were down there even before our pitchers and catchers reported. So they're down there early, getting things done, getting things accomplished, getting things worked out. So a lot of it has to do with what we do in the off season. Hamstrings, they'll get a little bit of crankiness in their shoulders at times, but I think it's really more of the soft tissue issues, a abdominal strain or something like that. But the biggest thing I'm concerned about is really their hamstrings, and that's mainly from my outfielders. Guys running from home to first, trying to stretch a single to a double, things of that nature, trying to get home from second base. So a lot of it is having to do with a lot of warm-up, warming up probably 25 to 30% more than they normally would, keeping warm during the game. So that's the biggest thing in the cool weather. It was kind of more of a reactionary thing. He got hit. Hey, we got to get, you go into your plan or your action plan. And I think that was the biggest thing. In terms of our action plan for him, I think it worked almost perfectly. By the time everyone got to him, I got to him on the field. Our EMS guys got to him on the field. Us stabilizing him, getting him on the cart, getting him to the hospital. I know Dr. Krimchak, their team physician, actually sent us a couple of letters thanking us for taking care of Aroldis, and really the way we expedited from the time he got injured to the time he got to the hospital and got the appropriate treatment. But really it was more of a reactionary thing for me, because I was sitting probably about 20 rows up, and I had to run down the stairs. I couldn't unlock the gate fast enough, so I hopped the gate and then getting out to him. So it was really more reactionary and just making sure that our action plan, and we discussed that from the get-go, meaning even before the season started. And even the day after that happened, we had the EMS guys in there, and we all discussed how we could even make it better. So it's just being prepared. And so when it happens, everything seems pretty seamless. And it's not a us versus them, it's us. Mm-hmm. And the bottom line is to take care of the athlete. And I knew Dr. Krimchak from when I was a fellow. I did my fellowships in Cincinnati, so I've known him from a long time. So it was a matter of, like I said, getting him off the field. I was on the phone with him as we were going to the emergency room. He met me at the emergency room. We got the appropriate studies. We looked at the studies together with the radiologists and came up with the treatment plan. So like I said, when it comes to a player, it's not necessarily us versus them, it's us. So as long, and frankly, to some degree, I expect the same thing when our guys are on the road. And we get that from the docs on the road. We all know each other. We see each other during the winter baseball meetings. We have the Team Physicians Association, and we talk a lot. So it's really more of a camaraderie thing than anything else.